allow INEC to be under the judiciary, or we need a world police to police us.
Okay. Kris is safe.
Because the activities of our politicians is becoming unbearable. But what is really exciting is the debate surrounding our nation. We're going to be free. Is that we're going to reform the judiciary, or we're going to need external help? A very good morning to you, my people. Today is one of its kind. First time I have the opportunity really to stream live to 3 different platforms. I'm streaming right now to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and a couple of Facebook pages really. Maybe by next week, we're going to increase it to TikTok. It's a great day. People, it's a wonderful time to be alive, and it's a wonderful time to be a Nigerian. It's an opportunity to be an African. I'm going to say my message today is beyond the fragmentation. Yesterday, I came on crying, and I actually made a very big note that the only thing that actually unites Nigeria today is oil. And maybe God did it for a purpose. If not, there will be no reason why we are still one country. We are so divided, we are so fragmented, we are so, in fact, there is nothing. This set of people shouldn't even be living together. It's like a very bad couple. That's who we are. We are divided in every little thing, but something happens to unite us. Oil. The oil that is found in the Niger Delta is the only glue that holds Nigeria together. The North don't generate money. The Southeast doesn't generate money for Nigeria. The West, what money do you generate for the Nigerian state? In terms, I'm talking in terms of what brings in income into that country. The bulk of our wealth is in the Niger Delta, which is not bad. It's not supposed to be a problem. And the only reason why I brought this topic today is so that we can actually take a look at the beauty of the Nigerian state. That the oil is uniting us today. It's not true that only oil is what we have. But because we are now chasing oil, everything we do is politics. Let me start with this. I want to talk about the Nigerian geopolitical zone, and it's called 6 geopolitical zones. And you ask yourself, why 6 geopolitical zones? Why not 6 geo-economic zones? Nigeria, let me ask you, why are we talking of 6 geopolitical zones, not 6 geo-economic zones? Do you know the potential of these zones economically? That's the problem we have. Our leaders are now in chasing money, only money from oil. And all they're trying to do that is to get to power, to get to the seat of government. Because other than Dangote, there are no businessmen in Nigeria. Sorry, I know we have some young ones. I'm not talking about you guys. I give you guys some credit, your creativity. But only Dangote is actually moving the goalpost, saying to you Nigerians every day, know that no, we can do something outside government. How many of you I'm talking to today believe you can be successful without the government? I mean that government, yes, we aid you, but what can you do without government? Can you become a millionaire without the government, without politics? Yes, it has happened. But this message is not loud enough. Dangote has just demonstrated that. Dangote is no more a Nigerian. He's an African. You know what that man is doing? He's investing across Africa at the moment. That is a man. He's just a human being, just like you. Why are you not looking onto Dangote? Why are you looking onto Tinubu? Why are you looking onto Oboriwori? Why don't you think I want to be Dangote? You see, because our politicians have made us to realize that the money is in the politics. Then when you get to government, you're actually going to steal because the salary is not enough for you to be rich. So you're stealing. Anybody that gets to government becomes a thief. Is that what we want to do? Is that what we want to keep telling our kids? Is that the generation we're passing on? That's the example we're showing to the young people. And if you look at it now, the upcoming, the ones we have groomed, are going to be worse than us. Hello, have you seen the young people? This upcoming generation, they will be worse than our generation. You know why I'm laugh? I laugh sometimes. I look at Babangida. Let me see whether Babangida is here. I think I have one of his image on this platform today. You know, when we were in the uni, Babangida was the head of state, and we were all protesting. I remember the anti-SAP movement, how we came on the street to fight Babangida's government. Do you know that the same people, those of us that fought Babangida's government that time, look at Babangida now, he's very weak now, fragile, going to go soon. They are now the people in power. And they are now the one committing the worst atrocity. The one Babangida could not even do, we are doing it. And now we are grooming future generation. I'm scared of what you guys are going to do, young people. Actually scared of you. Now, why we cannot blame you, this is still the fault. This is what we have. This is what the generation has cost Nigeria. And it sounds alone with only one word. Geopolitical zone. It's only about politics, not economics. You know, this is coming at a time where Donald Trump made a very big statement about Nigeria. And he said Nigeria is a country of particular concern. This is not the first time. When he was the first president, first time in his office, he said it. It was, I think, Joe Biden that removed Nigeria from that place. And he has put us back. And rightfully so. But I call Nigeria and I ask the question. Is this the time really to talk about religion? Nigerians, is it the time to focus on religion? Our true problem is economy. Our true problem is the fact that we cannot feed ourselves. Our problem is not religion. It's not Christianity. It's not Islam. I mean, on the surface, that is how it looks like. Because Muslims, yes, the killing of Christians in the northern part of the country. But it's killing everywhere right now. Meaning it's not only the Boko Haram killing people. Yesterday, in one of my show, I actually tried to analyze the cause of death in Nigeria. And I was saying that poverty has killed more people than Boko Haram. Lack of medical care. Look at your hospitals. Some of the drugs you even take are fake. That has killed more people than Boko Haram. And all this is the cause of one thing, government failure, politics. In fact, there's something the former governor of Benue State said. He said, if we could copy the presidential system of government from the United States, we copy federalism from the United States, why don't we just copy how Americans are farming, how they are doing their businesses? Can't we copy that? Must we copy only politics? And you know what is so sad, my people? Even as we speak, when you hear your governors or your president go to any of this country to learn something, the only thing they have ever learned is infrastructure. And I'm going to talk to you people today. You guys are not going to like me. Donald Trump just made a very good statement, and I really want Donald Trump to come. I'm waiting for him to arrive in Nigeria, like yesterday. Let me bring the big map of the Nigerian state. And the concern right now is about the Christians and Muslims in the country. I'm sorry, these are borrowed religion. This is not even your religion in the first place. Africans, this is not your religion. You should be ashamed of yourself. You know, in one of my presentations, I dare say this. I ask, do you know why we had First Tax 77? Do you know why there was First Tax 77? That's something I was trying to wake up back, and I'm looking for a PhD student who will research that for us. Festa 77 was the first time that African people came together, Brazil was included, to come and show to the rest of the world that we actually have a culture. And the question I ask you, my people, is what is culture? You see, the fundamentals of every culture is our relationship with God. Unfortunately, that first act 77, as good as it were, was a showcase of dance and music and craft. What a disaster. And when I look at the monuments in Lagos today and I look at Festa 77, I'll be wondering, what is going on in our lives here? Is this who we are? Maybe we need to think again. Festa 77 was a first opportunity for us to show to the rest of the world that we had a relationship with God. The reason I know is in my language, there's a name for God. He is called Ogene. In Benin, I know in Yoruba is Oluwa. You know, in Hausa will have their own. I like from Arab. All right. Igbo will call him Chineke. This is a name for God. This was not the Bible or the Quran that brought that name to the African people. It was when they brought the Bible and the Quran and were telling us about God. We say, oh, they are talking about the same God. That's why the name did not change. In Urobo language today, the name did not change from Ogene. It's the same Ogene that we knew before, that we call the God that came from the Bible and the Quran. It has not changed. That only tells you that our forefathers had a relationship with God. But like everything in Africa, it wasn't written, and we had no story. We have no culture. If somebody tells you today that you have a culture, you're deceiving yourself. Africa has been stripped of culture. You don't have a culture. You know, the only culture that is acceptable in the world today is actually the Jewish culture. They are the only people that were able to write their story of their relationship with God, how they related with God, how their kings moved from one place to the other. If you read the Bible, it's about kings, from one king to the other, one king. It's about that. If you look at your kingdom, you have kings coming from today to now. Hello, where is it? Where is it written down? Where is your story? That is your culture. You know, every day I'm begging that somebody should help us write the African Bible. Give it another name. Because what you're reading in the Quran today is the story of how Prophet Muhammad related with God, and the whole of the Arab people, they related with that today. And that is the Quran, that is the Muslim religion you're practicing, that is Islam. Africa, we don't have a culture. I'm sorry. But you know why I'm not against this? Because culture is culture, as long as it's coming from the same God Almighty. That is the only reason I keep my faith as a Christian. That's why I'm ready to be a Muslim tomorrow, without any problem. I saw Burna Boy has decamped now from, I use the word decamp, Burna Boy, from Christianity to Islam. Many people have decamped from Islam to Christianity. Have you people actually, those of you I'm talking to today, have you ever taken your time to read the Quran? Many of you are Christians right now. Have you read the Quran? I'm sure you haven't. And many of you who are Muslims today, have you read the Bible? You haven't. I wish you guys can take time to read about Prophet Muhammad. I wish you guys can take time to read about Jesus Christ. Maybe this whole thing will be solved. I don't need to even preach much today. And that is why I told Nigerians that had Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad met on earth, they wouldn't have been friends, because they were talking about one God. There is no portion of the Bible, Boko Haram. There's no portion of Islam that says you can kill. Muhammad, in an attempt to defend himself, must have gone to war. but on a proportionate basis. There was no time Prophet Muhammad just get up and say, let us go and invade those people. No, not in the Quran. So where are you getting this from? Where? Even Prophet Muhammad was trying to convert people. Did he carry a weapon to go and kill people? Was that the style of Prophet Muhammad? Jesus Christ didn't even have a weapon. And they slaughtered him. I don't even agree with some of the things Jesus did, because you allow these people to just kill you like that. Because human beings will kill God. And that's who we are. Sometimes when I say, let's say we human beings, we are so wicked that even if God come now, we will kill him. And they say, no, we will not kill God. You killed him before. Are you not the one that killed Jesus? For those of us that believe in Christ, we kill God. We, human beings, say God came to us or to save us. We killed him. And they told us it's part of it, that we need to fulfill the book so that we get redemption. Hello? So we will not be children of God if we didn't kill God. But I read another portion of the Bible for me. So we need to kill God so that we'll be saved. I don't know where some of this theology come from. It's the wickedness of man that led to the killing of Jesus Christ. I don't buy that story. But I'm not going to that today. But today, the reason I'm saying all this, it has come at a time when you see the crudeness, the wickedness of the Nigerian people. It's what I'm about. That you are disoriented of a culture is one thing. Donald Trump said. Now, the truth is, let's before Donald Trump. In Nigeria today, let me show you some of the images. These are Muslims. These are Christians. I particularly picked this picture because they are wearing white. I like it. You know what is interesting for me? They're talking about God. And God said the only commandment of God is love your neighbor as yourself. So where did you people find these killings that you are not killing one another? Where is it in the Quran that says you can kill? Where in the Bible does it say you can kill? And hello, Christians, let me say this. I know you say you have not killed. The Bible said, Jesus Christ was telling them that if you hate your brother, that level of hatred is equal to killing him. You don't need to carry cutlass and slaughter him alone. Your bad heart, your wickedness is equal to killing the man. But God has never judged you. He forgives you. But today, we are more Christians than the Pope. And we are more Muslim than the Imams. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Sometimes I sit down and ask, religion, politics. In Nigeria, it is politics. So we don't have Muslims, we don't have Christians in Nigeria. And I can say that anywhere in the world, that we don't have Christians and Muslims in Nigeria. Do you know the reason I know? Let me tell you, bro. The last time I checked, the Quran, Prophet Muhammad said, if you misappropriate public fund, you'll be treated like a goat. In fact, you're like a man in heaven. And in Exodus, one of the biggest commandments is thou shalt not steal. Now, if I bring these people here, look at these beautiful people, my people. And I love to see their faces. My question to you is, are they reading the Quran or are they reading the Bible? Have they read it at all? If they have, which portion of the Bible permits them to steal? Which portion of the Quran permits them to steal public funds? In Nigeria today, all our public officers, A to Z, are participating in one form of stealing or the other. Some are blatant, some are indirect, and they don't even know they are actually stealing. What I want to say is this. The action and inaction of our leaders, it was lead us to today's Donald Trump coming to Nigeria. The religion itself is not the problem. It's not the Islam and the Christianity that came to us. Because we, as people that already knew God, embrace God that is being introduced to us from other cultures, which is not a bad thing because we're talking about God. The African traditional religion was talking about God, Islam talked about the same God, and Muslim Christianity talks about the same God. So it's okay to embrace God wherever it comes from. For me, guys, if you go to the mosque, you will go to heaven. Don't let them deceive you. And if you go to church, you will go to heaven. Don't be stupid. You see, how will I put this? If you seek silence, you will hear God. From what I'm saying today, that God does not recognize Christianity, that only Christians will go to heaven. He does not recognize that only Muslims will go to heaven. Do not be deceived. And he didn't say that if you practice African religion, you will not go to heaven. You are a fool to think so. God is only looking for one thing from you. Love your neighbor as yourself. But he gave you a defined assignment. He didn't create you here for fun. He created you so that you can create. Otherwise, you are a waste to God. So let me say this. Only God asks two things from man. Love your neighbor as yourself and create. That's why you're here. That's your divine mandate. That's your relationship with God. So I'm wondering now, you see how politicians have deceived us. They're not telling you. The only reason we have crisis in Nigeria, Donald Trump, is the Muslims in the north have been able to tame some people. When they deprive them all the opportunities in the world, some of them didn't go to school at all. And some of them are in poverty, reign supreme over there. And they're not telling them, those who are not your brother, I'm your brother because I am practicing the same religion with you. Do you know that the North actually have many, many different tribes or different languages in the North? They are not all Hausas. They are not all Fulanis. We have go there. You will find out that there are so many people, so many different tribes in the North. But they all can speak one general language, which is Hausa. It doesn't make all of them Hausas. So now, which is okay. So what unites you people together? Is it Islam? No, it's your common hatred for the other. That is the thing I learned about in the biggest documentary of my life. In that documentary, the title is The Other. They said the only thing that unites people together is their common hatred for the other, and it's politics. That's what the northern elites have done. They've been able to tell their people that that your hatred for the Southerner, your hatred for the Christian, is what that is uniting them together. And that is all politics. Because, bro, Muslim man, Boko Haram, your problem is not the Christian. Hey, they are your brothers, actually. Your problem is that leader. You see some of them here, they are here there. Some of them don't need to die. They need to be gone. These are our problems. Our problem is not Christian. But now you've been deceived. You carry your gun, you shoot a fellow Christian. You're going to hell, unfortunately. And I talk to Christians every day, and they always say, oh, Muslims are this and that. And I say to them, if you were born in Saudi Arabia, you would have been a Muslim. Can you close your dirty mouth? You are a Christian because you grew up in the southern part of Nigeria. And think outside the box. Be a human being for once. Be yourself. Think. No, don't what I say. Ask yourself questions. Why am I practicing this religion? Is this what I am made to practice? Is this what I have seek with God? Is this what God has revealed to me? Have I been able to even talk to God? Have I talked to God outside the Bible? Have I talked to God outside the Quran? Have you taken your time and said, God, you created me. Talk to me. I want to know you. Maybe if you do that, you have a bigger understanding of the Bible. You have a bigger understanding of the Quran. you have a bigger understanding of the African traditional religion. And then you know that the only thing, the similarity between Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad is humanity. Are you human? Are you human? When they use the word humanity, people don't get it. Are you a human being? There's a language. That's all they call us. We are human beings. What does that mean? Human being is love. The love, humanity is about love. And that is why the world is not preaching human rights. Humanity, that love that we all have together. It's what I'm talking about today. Hello? This is not the time to keep it silent. It's time to deal with it head on. It's going to be painful. Most of the things I'm going to say today are going to hurt you. But maybe you need to listen to it. Our problem is not Islam. Our problem is not the Christianity, because we have a relationship with this religion. We already knew God. It's the same God that my religion was talking about, that I could relate to in the Bible, that I could relate to in the Quran. There's nothing wrong with that, because they're all about God. In fact, God is going to reveal to you that when the time comes, he separated everybody and he made everybody to reach him in his own way. That's why I can speak different languages. In my language, I can hear God. In my language, I can talk to God. In your language, you can talk to God. Can't you pray to God in your language? Even the same Bible that comes out, you use the same Bible to talk to God in your language, so God can hear you in your language. So God understands every languages. Do you understand who God is now? That God does not belong to the Arab. It does not belong to the Yoruba man. It does not belong to the Hausa man. God is everywhere. It's for every one of us. That's why every language we speak, in every single language, you can hear God. You can. God can hear you. So if that is the same God we're talking about, how come you're killing yourself in the name of God? This whole hatred we are preaching now, where is the God in it? I don't understand it. You see, let me bring this matter home. What I'm here to tell you today is the stupidity of the Muslim, of Christians in Nigeria is unfounded, is unreligious, is primitive, is politics. And we need to bury it. Now, in fact, I do not recognize one single Muslim in Nigeria. The same way I've not been able to recognize one single Christian in Nigeria. It's a way of classing yourself, of belonging to a group. Otherwise, I do know that I'm going to go to heaven. And I'm going to ask you this question, if you are angry with me. Do you think you as a Muslim that all the Christians on earth are going to go to hell? Let me ask you this too. Mr. Christian, do you think all the Muslims are going to hell? Then that is the most stupid thing you're ever thinking of. Stop preaching it. Please stop preaching it. Because all Muslims will not go to hell. All Christians will not go to hell. All Africans, traditional religionists, will not go to hell. The commandment of God is basic in all. Love your neighbor as yourself, not where you worship, not the kind of worship, not the language you speak. Can you understand that? That God is everywhere. He speaks all languages. He doesn't know. It's not like me having 10 children. So I'm going to love one and say one should die. Are you stupid? Who do you think God is? God is going to love you and say the other one should die? Where? Maybe you didn't even read about Jesus well. Maybe you didn't even understand the Quran. You didn't understand Prophet Muhammad. Go and read deeply. You will find that Muhammad will not support killing. He will not say the other people are going to go to hell. No. All right. Let's move. Let's keep it home. Because I'm sending a message to Donald Trump. And I've been doing so. But first, I think we need to treat this internal wound first. Because we have injuries. Let's treat it. So as it is in my country, Nigeria, The political elites in the north have been able to brainwash those people that they are all Muslims. And they did that in the they didn't even make this evil. It's a little thing they did that have metamorphosed into something bigger now. Their intention was just to win election. Don't vote for them or vote for me because I am a fellow Muslim like you. I'm the one that will feel your pain. When I go, I bring something for you. You know, that's it. And the ones in the south have done the same thing. In fact, the first set of people that created Nigeria, we'll go put all of them down, we'll go ask them, them Azikiwe, them Tafawa Balewa. We need to put the three of you people. Now, need to come down to this earth now. We want to ask you people, the seed you people sow is what we are now. Some of them is what we see. Because you people were preaching tribalism. And that tribalism, when religion came, it now grew. Today, look at the result. We hate one another. A country that's supposed to be one. The best thing that's ever happened to the black man is Nigeria. The best thing that's ever happened to Nigeria is Nigeria. To the black man is Nigeria, because this is the biggest black race that would have been able to unite themselves together and be able to talk to God. So that in the table, in the high table, when the rest of the world is talking, the black man will be there talking. Do you know that black man is not recognized in the seat of God right now? If you like it or not, don't vex. There is no black man in that table of God. The table of God today, whether you like it or not, the voice of men and the voice of God, the table of God today is the United Nations. And there are only 5 people can talk there. America can talk, Britain can talk, France can talk, Russia can talk, China can talk. No black man can talk there. I'm coming now. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's keep it at home. So the sin we have committed is that we have successfully destroyed ourselves with something that is really very, very, that is basic. Something that you don't even need somebody to tell you, that God is for everyone. That God does not belong to the Yoruba man. It doesn't belong to the Hausa man. It doesn't belong to the Fulani man. That God belongs to everybody. How do you know? I don't know who you call God. I don't know your God. But the God I know, it doesn't belong to that Kris alone. God, my God, belongs to every God, everywhere. That's why today, anywhere you go, you can worship as a Christian and you can worship as a Muslim. The same God, though. And if you can understand now, the word of humanity is actually showcasing itself in Rome. It showcases itself in Mecca. When you see that people of all race descend in Mecca on the pilgrimage, that will tell you that God, and you can speak any language there. If you can speak the universal language, fine. But you can speak your language and God will hear you when you are in Mecca. You don't need to speak that language first. If I go to Rome today, or if I go to Israel now, I don't know which one you Christians speak on, whether you are going to Rome or Israel. Me, I don't know which one self. Go to Rome and they take it their own. And I don't understand why they fight, man. I'm confused, man. I'm really confused. I'm confused, man. My people, I'm confused. This is sad. We're killing ourselves over what we don't know. What we don't know, what we don't have control over. Are you killing yourself for God? So you are more knowledgeable than God. And now you're killing children of God. And you are clapping for yourself that God is supporting you. And these people killing each other. So actually, it's not the fault of the Boko Haram. Somebody inspired, somebody instigated Boko Haram to do what it's doing now. There's just some set of young people you told that the rest person is their enemy, that the rest person is an infidel. You preach a wrong portion of your Quran for him, and now he carries the AK-24 and is now firing on people. And I said to you people, Christians too, you hate each other. You hate even the Muslims too. But when you go to church and say no Muslim will go to heaven, that only Jesus said this, you are already instigating too. Jesus did not say only Christians will go to heaven. Thank God, Pope Francis was bold to say that, hey, not only Christians will go to heaven. Archbishop Tutu even said it openly, and it's only you in Nigeria that knows it better. You're going to preach it because you're talking to your congregation so you can collect money from them. You know what is sad? Donald Trump. The same Christians we are talking about now, we'll talk about them. They are the same people raping our people, those who don't have food to eat, widows. The pastor will talk to them. The last case, we have cases where pastors will talk so well, and the woman will go and bring the husband car and make it as an offering to the church. And they can defend it. Sometimes I wonder, how do you kill people? What is killing? Don't forget, at the beginning of the broadcast, I said, hunger, lack of hospital have killed more people than Boko Haram. Mr. Pastor, you that is deceiving people, collecting the little ones they have, not advising them that the only way they can be rich is to go to their farm and actually work. You've actually killed them alive. So it's not only Boko Haram that is killing people in Nigeria. Pastors are killing. Imam are killing. Then the biggest of all, our political elites, who are now actually, they are on your throat every second. Some of them are on the screen with me now. They hold your throat. So you are dying, you are suffocating on a daily basis. And they're living on the lies. Now, Tinubu has been voted into power. Instead of to tell us, because that's what Tinubu is doing at the moment. We are from the south, let's deal with the north. Instead of Tinubu to embark on ruling and performing so that the nation will be proud and happy with him, he's going to tell me that I should vote for him next election because he's from the southern part of the country. Thank God he's a Muslim, he's not a Christian. And I hear the debate, Muslim ticket, this and that. I'm hearing you. Tinubu, you said Buhari could not take on you. Buhari was more even civil. He didn't pick on you because he said the Muslim will not be good. But you're the one to pick on Muslim. And that little man called Erufai will be put on for being one day. In this dispensation, I'm so happy to see Donald Trump coming. But this is the truth, Donald Trump. We don't have problem of Christian killing because people killing Christians are very many. It's not only Boko Haram that are killing Christians. Some pastors are killing the same Christians in their church. When you collect the money man will use to feed his family, and you collect from the wife, and you make them not to do the right thing, you've killed them. Some people are walking cops. They say they go and pray. How can we pray to God? Adeboye was saying, no verse, Papa Adeboye. We're in trouble. You say we should go on 10 days fasting. Fasting for what? You know how much you make a day in your church. You know how much you are making a day. You should donate some for Nigeria. Donate, make donation. Be a human being. My people, man. I don't know who is the killer now. Whether it's only Boko Haram that is killing us. Oh, yes. The former governor of my state, he's been accused of 1.3 trillion naira. EFCC accused him. Now, that money would have been used to save lives. Millions would have benefited a lot from it. 1.3 trillion. If you share that money, you know how many people must have started a business that will keep their generation forever. If put to good use. They said Okowa is having that money, 1.3 trillion. And I'm wondering, who is a killer? Because that money, if it had been put to good use, we would have some hospitals. That people are now dying in Delta State because of poor medical health care, no food, no good education. Only one man has misappropriated that money. That man is a killer. He's worse than Boko Haram. I don't know whether you could hear me. Someone like Okowa, if he really take that money, because it's now an allegation, if it is true that Okowa, you made away with that money, you have actually killed more people than Boko Haram. Yesterday I was talking about the Abacha loot. Abacha is said to have looted Nigeria of how many billions? I don't want to talk about that. Listen, he has killed more people than Boko Haram. So when you talk about killing, Donald Trump should come and kill people. Come and kill my wife, Boko Haram. I'm wondering how many Boko Haram Donald Trump is coming to wipe. We want to get the matter straight. Donald Trump, we have so many Boko Haram, not the ones in the bush alone. There's so many Boko Haram you need to identify among us and help us to kill them. Because in fact, they've captured us, sir. My cry today is our problem is the amount of money that Boko Haram have taken away from us that is causing us to die. It's even better you put gun in my head and shoot me so that I will have rest in peace. That time is when I rest, than to kill me alive. I'm alive, I don't have food. I'm alive, I cannot access medical care. What kind of life is this? No education. The same people that you see, or I saw some of them, they are now making statements on this thing. Even the Rotimi Amechi and his stupid other one that is still in government now. They have robbed Rivers State, And look at Rivers. This is a state which God gave so much oil, and they're getting a lot of money. The money will come to the governors, and they become very rich. They are so powerful. They want to be president too. Have you seen any former Rivers State governor want to be president too? Odile wanted to be president. Amechi, of course, he still wanted to be president. Then, of course, this one, he has run for president. Hey, none of them could see the economic potential of the land and say, I am from a rich place. I want to be Dangote. I don't need to be president. I want to have a refinery in my state. And when I do that, I'll be more than the president. Because Dangote, I tell you today, is more powerful, more respected in the realms of God. Dangote have heavens. Not Tinubu. You hear me? Dangote is making heavens because Dangote has done one thing that you couldn't do. The only thing that God created you is to create. Dangote has created. What have you created? May I not call on a name, so? As I'm talking now, all of them, they are messing around. They are shit, they come up from their yanch as that Kris is talking. Because they know I've talked to them. I'm touching their soul. You are a killer. And you have no heavens. Because all you can think of is how you're going to go back to government and steal more money. I'm asking, look at the former governors of Delta State. Ibori is there. Odoa is there. Okowa is there. Show me one establishment. One. Other than want to be president. Other than fighting to get people to become governor. Show me one big business they do that is beneficial to the people. They are all alive. Oh, they can see Dangote. They've enjoyed the oil money from the river, from the Delta, big Delta state, from the river state. Akwa Ibom, they come. You see that one when it goes down for Senate? What is wrong with us? And you know what? I don't even mind that they don't give you power because you are stupid. I've been looking back and I'm saying to myself, okay, if this Niger Delta area, but they have this oil, they are so rich. The governors have stolen. I don't even mind how much you've stolen. Must you remain a thief? Because the only thing is to be once a thief is not a problem. But to continue to be a thief is a problem. Now that you made a lot of money, why don't you think like Dangote? Why don't you become an empire and begin to create so that you will make heavens? You see, God is very funny. If you convert all the money now, you're going to use the money to create. God is not going to put you in hell. Because you know what? You know you're going to die and the money will be left for others. The only anger of God is when you don't multiply it. It's okay to steal money. It's your ability to multiply the money that's pleasing God. And that is the meaning of creation. Dangote from nowhere has created a refinery. It's my target point today. Where are you? All you can do tomorrow when there is election, you see all these foods coming out today. I'm talking of those of us in Niger Delta. Has Tinubu ever done anything other than that? Show me Tinubu's investment. That is now employing people. That is now big. Of all the money he has made, you all made the money from politics. Be honest with yourself. The same thing goes to the northern people. The northerners, they have stolen the politician. Dangote is not a politician. Look at those former governors. Where are they? All they do is try to come back so they can come and steal. You see the punishment that goes with them? They're all coming back. They're all going to fight to be governor, to be president. That's what they know. They're going to steal money when they go there. If not, it's not the salary they're going for. How much are you paid as a president? Are you ready to keep people for? You know it's not the salary that's making you to go there. And now, we are talking of Boko Haram. That's why I'm talking. And I'm asking you, who is Boko Haram? Is it those little people in the bush? Are they Boko Haram? No, man. The people I'm be talking about, they are the true Boko Haram. Because book not good for them. That's the meaning of Boko Haram. Book is not good for all these thieves. And they are in the north, they are in the church, they are in the mosque, they are in the south. They are in your village. Look around, you will see the Boko Haram. If that one is not your problem. If the pastor that is actually sleeping with your wife after collecting your money is not your problem. If that one is more Boko, it's not Boko Haram. Then that one went that side, Sambisi Forest. Now that one will be the Boko Haram when they pay you. No, then our pain will remain forever. Nigeria, this is a historic moment. A time to remember in our life that the people you see on the screen with me, 90% of them are Boko Haram. I said it. I know how to keep people before that the Kris is free to go. You people are Boko Haram because your action and inaction has caused more death than those in the Sambisi Forest. It's a time to repent. It's not late. But my message rather to go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you listen to what I've been saying, the Boko Haram are not those people in the Sambisi Forest. Those people are even victims. They are the people that were instigated. How much do they have? How much are they really stolen from the country? If not the blind nature that they were taught religion, and if those people can be taught, re-educated on what Islam means, on what Christianity means, they will find out that we are all the same. That God is God. There's no need to kill. That is the message I want to preach today. Our true Boko Haram are those people who are looting our treasury. And they don't have any other career. The next time you hear of them, they want another political office. What are they going to do then? They're going to come and work for you and me. Are you stupid? They are going there to steal and ruin our destiny. Today, we don't have good schools. They are only their children are abroad studying. Look at the only politicians you see in Nigeria today. The children are not in Nigeria. They are not studying in Nigeria. They are abroad. They don't take medical facilities. They don't patronize hospitals in Nigeria. Buhari died here. Tinubu will not die in Nigeria. He's going to die abroad. You hear me? These are the true Boko Haram. It's not these young people in the Sambisi Forest. You can wipe those one out in a day. Boko Haram will still remain. If we want to get out from where we are, we need to identify the true Boko Haram. I don't know why I'm using this word too much today. Guys, I like this name, Boko Haram. Boko is harming you. Because the book that God gave you opportunity to study, it turned out to be a curse to every one of us. Because these are the educated people. They can read well. They can write. Why is Boko Haram not right then? That your being educated has turned you to become a criminal. That you are now actually using that opportunity to kill people with your action and inaction. I know these things shouldn't be allowed to be. I shouldn't be allowed to even preach this kind of strong message. But you are the true Boko Haram, sir. Madam, you are the true Boko Haram. Yesterday, I was analyzing how much even the lady that became a petroleum minister for just a period of time, how much she made out of the country. Now, it's the ones that we know that we are talking about. There are so many hidden Boko Haram among us. No. You know you are a Boko Haram. You know, the reason I call you Boko Haram, because you are killing people aimlessly. You know why I hate Boko Haram, why I'm angry with them? Why would somebody ever tell you to just shoot at somebody and kill the person? You're killing innocent people. And anything, if your action or inaction lead to the death of innocent Nigerians, you are a Boko Haram. And these are people, like Okowa is a Boko Haram. Okowa, if it is true that you made away with 1.6 trillion naira, you mismanaged that money. Are you not Boko Haram? What's the difference? Are you not even worse than the Boko Haram? How many people have you caused to die in Delta State? Go and look at the hospitals in Delta. Go and look at the food people on the table of Deltans. Look at where we live. In fact, the flood that is coming to take all of our lives would have been managed with those type of resources. Come on, man. Let's be sincere with ourselves. Who is Boko Haram? So, should we continue to call on Donald Trump to go and wipe those in the Sambisa forest? Is that the message of today? I know it's convenient too. It's the best message to preach. Perhaps that's what's going to make America to come quick. But I'm not in that school of thought, man. I'm of the belief that Boko Haram should be removed from the society. And the true Boko Haram I know are those who are actually, through action and inaction, causing people to die in Nigeria. That's the Boko Haram I know. I don't know about the one you know. The Boko Haram I know are those people whose action and inaction, and 90%, I don't want to showcase them, most of them are pastors. Most of them, 90% of them are politicians. 10% of them, maybe 7% of them are pastors. 2% might be imam. The rest are greedy Nigerians who could be forgiven. You see, and what has happened is, because this action of these people, we are now killing ourselves. And they don't even know it, that they are the cause. Until somebody understands what I'm saying, you're always going to chase the wrong fight. You're going to fight the wrong people. Of course, the problem is Boko Haram. Yeah, who are Boko Haram? They are in the Sambisa forest. Let's go and kill them. We're going there to wipe them now. Yes. If you wipe all those people away today, the problem of Nigerian state is not solved. In fact, I'm of the belief that even those people now who are in the bush, they are even more threat to the northern politicians because they are now scared of them. Because when those people finish killing Christians, who they're going to kill? They're coming after the politicians now. No, after one mission comes the second mission. They will come after the politicians. You see, it's called the past came calling. It will come. Whether we like it or not, it will come. It will call on your children. Awolowo once said that the children that we refuse to educate will become the killers of tomorrow, and they become a menace to us. It's only in the north that you see people happily saying they don't need to go to school. And by the time you don't empower them with education, because education, school is not education that you just need to go and read and write. School is about empowering yourself so you can run a business successfully, so you can do things on your own. How are you going to survive in this present world if you didn't go to school? Oh, I don't even like to use the word school because then people have excuse. You are that is in the north. Do you have a hospital? When you are sick now, it's not about that gun you are carrying. They need to treat you. Where will they treat you? Tell me. Show me one place where they're going to treat you in the north. Maybe if I can see that, I will be smiling. I can see that you have no place where they will treat you. And you should be ashamed. You should be worried about that. Perhaps that is the thing you should be more worried about. You're killing yourself. And for this same man, I'll stop you from having good medical facilities. And I always want to compare the United Kingdom. In the UK, I don't have to think about how I'm going to treat myself and my family because the system has taken care of that. Because some people who are in government here know what is right and they are doing it. Your own is telling you to go and carry a gun and shoot people, whereas they are taking off all your medical facilities. It's not there. You're going to die soon. It's the only Muslim, it's only Christians that are dying. Not only Christians are dying. The poor medical facilities in Nigeria is killing across board. It's indiscriminate. He doesn't know you. It's like God. It's everywhere. Ordinary disease will sweep us. Who is your real enemy? Is your enemy a Christian? Identify your enemy, bro, and go after them. Those of you in the South, identify your enemy, go after them. Now I'm talking to Donald Trump. I'm going on a break. When I come back, I'm going to talk to Americans, like I normally do call on them. I'm going to call on America, and I'm going to say this again and again. We need help, oh, we need help. It's a wise man will always cry that he doesn't know anything, so we need help. Yes, we need help. We need help. But the help we need is to eliminate Boko Haram. Not only those in the Sambisa forest. Oh, hello. I want the world to know that we have Boko Harams in the country. Yes. Not those in the Sambisa forest. There are some Christians who are Boko Haram. There are some Muslims who are Boko Haram. Let's be clear. We want America to come and help us wipe this Boko Haram from our society. And if you cannot do that, let's talk together. Let's talk because you can help us. Obama did a little bit of it in the past. I will tell you how Obama did it. And a credit to Obama. And I want to remind you, Nigerians, the only time a Nigerian head of state, a Nigerian president, ever handed over power peacefully without trouble was the time of Obama. How did he do it? Obama, come to our aid. Come and speak for me today. I'm going to go on a break. The question when I come back, I want to talk to Donald Trump. How did Obama manage to how did he manage to twist the hands and things happen right? Because Nigerians, in the history of Nigeria, the only time a sitting president ever handed over power, I know we're giving credit to Goodluck Jonathan today. It was not only Goodluck intention. Goodluck had no choice but to do the needful, or his ass was going to be kicked. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we're going to dwell on Goodluck Jonathan and how we must learn from that history. Don't go away. Stay with me.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance.
All right, I don't know why my brother said to have failed. I don't know what's going on. So I was seeing blank. That is why I'm taking away. That is our shortlet apartment in Lagos. If you are in Lagos, you are in Abuja, you are in Asaba, we have a place for you to stay at an affordable rate. Just give us a call. Welcome back. My name is Daddy Kris, and I'm talking about the beyond the fragmentation in Nigeria. And I'm not talking about why we should be thinking better. Today, I've been focusing on who are the Boko Harams. But there's something bigger. I hope I have the opportunity to touch upon it. And I use the word action and inaction. I use the word again, action and inaction. When I talk about action, you are stealing. Inaction because you forget to invest. Either way, you are a waste to God. Now, the Bible said, you accept Christ to be saved. You believe unto righteousness. So there are two different things. Your action and inaction. But let's go. Let me talk to Obama first. President Trump, let's take a cue from Obama. In the days of Obama, Nigeria was facing a huge challenge. There was election coming up. The agitation was high. The noise was so loud. Gulo government, yes, they were corrupt. In fact, they were Boko Harams in that government. And the cry was out there. Now, this is what Obama did. The cry got to Obama. Obama sent in a clear message. Put them down. You, Mr. President, if you rig this election, if you rig the election we are watching you, we will not recognize you and we will deal with you. You, the opposition, if you, after this election, if anybody win and you cause any trouble, we will deal with you. With that message loud and clear, the election came. Goodluck surrendered. He lost. The truth is that Goodluck lost the election. Nobody ran that election. If you say they ring it in the north, didn't we ring it in the south? Come to Delta State. How many votes do you have there? Stop talking. You see, the demons in our society play their own part. But the reason I'm talking to Donald Trump about this example is, how did Obama save Nigeria at that moment? Because the only thing we do, President Trump, is elections. So we do elections today, we're preparing for the next election. We do elections today, we're preparing for the next election. Now, President Trump, everybody is decamping to the ruling party, sir. I mean, every single soul is decamping to the ruling party. And I ask a question, why? Is it because the ruling party is doing so well? Or there is a threat? Or there is an incentive? Because there's an inducement. It's either a threat or there's an inducement. It could be financial inducement or you are threat. Those are two ways. Either way, I'm not sure that the decamping from their party to the ruling party is out of will. Well, I don't know. What am I to say? I won't be surprised if Soludo decamp to APC tomorrow. If he doesn't decamp, he's going to make sure the president wins the next election there. He wins APC. APC, you know, that's what they're trying to get now. He want him to come and win Peter Obi in his village. No problem. God is there. So God is doing his work. Nigerians, we should be excited. I'm still talking to Trump. Trump, if you want to understand Nigeria, please understand it from that historical context. Follow that precedent and ask yourself, what can we do now? If you ask me, Donald Trump, the solution is to make sure there is governance. There is free and fair election in the coming election. Hey, did I say that correctly, sir? Just say to them, if you ever ring the next election in any way, if your nose ring am, if now your feet ring am, any way you ring the next election, you're going to deal with me. My name is Donald Trump. That's all you need to say, sir. The first threat has worked, but that's not the problem we have. Then all those people in the forest will be told that because the only reason they're actually funding the Boko Haram, they are still the people, these are the people funding the Boko Haram, is so they can use them in the elections. They need Boko Haram, the current one in the Sambisa forest. They're going to come out during the election to come and loot ballot papers to change results. Yesterday, 2 days ago, there was an election in Anambra State. While the people were voting, the result sheet was somewhere else. Sir, we have a problem. Our problem is not the poor people in the Sambisa forest. They are poor. I'm sorry. I know many people will say I'm insensitive to the number of people that have died. Yes, we're all going to die. But let's deal with this issue head on. If Donald Trump will be coming to Nigeria, he should be coming with one message: free and fair election. If I see you do anything outside, irregular, within the people way of getting into power, you'll be in trouble. America will police you. They will put you in prison. Donald Trump, if you do that, if you make that statement now, our life is secure. You will not see people in the Sambisa forest tomorrow. What will that do is it will help them to now say, okay, let me try and impress these people. Let me make them win. Let me try to see that they will vote for me. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to make sure I do all the good things so that they will vote for me. That's what you will see. They will not concentrate on bringing the next election again. Because right now, all they need to do is fund Boko Haram and buy us over. And anywhere they are not happy, they go and buy the place. Baba Tinubu, you know what I'm saying? If your conscience is clean, then share it. Talk to Donald Trump. Tell Nigerians that the next election will be free and fair. Don't vote for me. Come out and make a statement. Don't vote for me because of I am this and that. Vote for me based on my performance. You can make history, sir. You're a gentleman. Deep down inside you, there's a good part of you. There's God in you. Use it, sir. Anyway, Donald Trump, I'm still talking to you, sir. We need help, and that is the help we need. Donald Trump, if you want, we can give you another big assignment, which is the obvious one. Donald Trump, please. One of my boys said, Donald Trump, he said, Donald Trump, he was talking to you, sir, in my language. You need to go and listen to that young man. He said, Doctor is very free. We are not in trouble here. Don't come here. If they go Abuja he's going to be in Abuja in December. So maybe you wait more. So when he leaves Abuja, you can then strike, because Abuja is part of the North. It's just a joke. Nice one. I like it. I love it. That's where I'm crying now, sir. Now I'm saying to you, sir, that we have a problem. Our second problem, which you know, sir, is the massive looting of our money. Though I do know that the election will correct that in due course, but right now, sir, the only reason we are poor is our money is being looted outside. Help us to recover this money now. Trump, if you really love us, help us recover our money. And I'm going to tell you a way to do this, sir. I'm only going to identify 3 areas, and Nigerians are going to be unhappy with me today. Donald Trump, all they do, especially those thieves, the Boko Haram have been identifying. If you look at London, UK, look at the United Kingdom, look at Switzerland, X-ray those accounts, look at the United States, look at the amount of money they have in their account. And help us to ask them, let me ask them one question. Any Nigerian politician that chooses to move his family abroad should be, in fact, he should resign now. Let me repeat that. Any Nigerian politician that relocates his family abroad should resign today. The question is, if you are serving the people, why can't your family enjoy the fruit of your service? Why is your family outside? What's the point of moving your family outside if you are serving? Why will you bother to save the country if you are not comfortable with the country? If you are not comfortable elsewhere else? Because you know what is so funny, Donald Trump? All their children, I was trying to share some video yesterday. I didn't share it. And I said I will share it today. And I will take my time to do some today. As I'm talking now, I will be sharing some with you, sir. Do you know that all they do? Let me show this one first. Only one of them first. I won't show the images of the thieves. So it's embarrassing. And it actually don't tell good of me either. But let me share you this one with you. You see the man was making noise yesterday. The same weekend. This is how his children graduating. He's not the only one, so let's not hold wiki. Rotimi, your children are graduating in London. Who among them? Who among the Nigerian politicians have not sent their children abroad to come and study? Now, the question I ask is, if your children are studying abroad, why do you care about those who are at home? Or you are working on a system, you couldn't fix it, and now you send your child abroad, you send your wife abroad. You see, Donald Trump, this is our problem. I'm not talking to them, I'm not talking to the fools. They are Boko Haram. I'm begging you to come and help us actually stampede them, give them a big slap. And only one statement will correct that. The way Obama did it last time. If you are in government in Nigeria, and you say the place is not good for you and your family, resign. Actually pack your bag and leave the country. Leave it for those who are ready to stay. Because you will not be able to feel the pains of these people. Now, I go to my village yesterday, and I was looking at them yesterday on phone, and I said, if Oboriwo with children, they go to that primary school, If Oboriwori's son, they go to that school, or if they go to that secondary school, Oboriwori will not go agree with the school remain like that. Your governor will not allow the place to be as it is if the children attend there. You know how the kind of home Nigeria lives. And like I said every day, look at where your governor is living. Look at where you're living. Am I the one to tell you that these people are Boko Haram? And like I said, the litmus test is how many of them go to Nigerian hospitals? Tinubu, before you know, is on flight to France. His treatment is in France. I'm sure. I don't know why I can't leave London for some time. Buhari was coming here. How can a president, a governor, not find comfort in his own home? I've never heard a British prime minister and his wife living abroad. I've never heard the president or the wife of the president of the United States of America living elsewhere. Or they send their children elsewhere to go and study. It's only in Nigeria, sir. And you know what? Because these people are thieves. And let me tell you the financial implication. Now, to study one child in England will cost us about 120 million naira. Let me explain that. One child. The school fees in England today is about 16,000 pounds. It's actually 18,000 for one child. I'm talking about per year. Now, if you come and rent a house in London because they are comfortable and they are not poor, so they will rent a flat for the child. A poor flat at 2,000, maybe 2,000. If that's a very poor flat, if you rent a good place in London, it'll be 4,000 pounds a month. But say you take the one of 2,000. 2,000 times 12 is 24. 24 plus 16, that's already 40. Then if that child is going to feed well and give him transportation and everything, that will be another 20. So that's about 60,000 pounds per child. And that, if you multiply that with the current exchange rate, it's 120 million naira. Donald Trump made me to ask that food, what will 120 million do to a school in my village? Of what use will that 120 million do to the University of Benin? I'm talking for one child. Now, calculate the number of Nigerian children in London today, in the United Kingdom today, in America today. If that money were kept at home, our education system would have been standard. And you are talking of Boko Haram, sir. Who is the true Boko Haram? Is it the one in the Sambisa forest or this leader? Let me give you another instance. Our hospitals, I don't know whether you've been to Nigerian hospitals. Tomorrow I'm going to bring some images of Nigerian hospitals. I didn't want to bring it because it's shameful, but I'll bring some tomorrow. I have some here. If not talk, I will just share it now. But I will not do that today. So Donald Trump will not be more. I don't want to infuriate Donald Trump. I don't want to make him more angry to come quicker. Because if Donald Trump don't come, we would rather die. There is need to renegotiate. Nigerians, we need to renegotiate with the Boko Haram. And I'm not talking about the ones in Sambisi Forest. So the Boko Haram, you know who I be now. I know you to, I recognize you to be Boko Haram. So let's talk. You know who I'm talking to Donald Trump about? I'm not talking about those ones in Sambisa Forest. Even you be pastor self, you be Boko Haram. Nonsense. So let's talk. I'm about to close the show. Because a lot of people want me dead right now. But I'm going to say this. Donald Trump, let's take another figure. Donald Trump, sir, we have hospitals in Nigeria in very bad states, sir. In fact, going to hospital in Nigeria is actually it's like a death sentence. The mosquito that will bite you, there will be no light. Only in Nigerian hospital, my friend's wife went to put to bed in the hospital. The guy had to buy generator. He had to carry his own generator there to put electricity there for the period of the period put to bed there. But the question is, what of those who doesn't have money to afford to bring in their generator there? So the woman will put to bed, and mosquito will bite the new baby and the wife and everything. And by the time they get home, they have carried more diseases than the one that they said they want to put to bed. However, these big boys, their wives are outside. Tinubu will not take treatment in Nigeria. All the governors in Nigeria, there is hardly one that takes medical treatment in Nigeria. Even down to foolish commissioners. Not even local government chairmen. Now imagine how much we have been exporting out of the country on a yearly basis. Now, the statistics says to us that only health tourism, taking people out of the country, costs Nigeria $1.4 billion every year. $1.4 billion. I beg, use Naira interpreter. You know what is the equivalent of $1.4 billion? You that is watching me today, say it in Naira. Imagine if that money were plunged into the Nigerian health sector. Many lives will be saved now, not tomorrow. If we put that money only 1 year on into the Nigerian health sector, we are talking yearly, the health sector in Nigeria will be saved. I'm only talking, man. And you're talking about Boko Haram. You know how many people die because of poor health medical facilities? The question is, are those people in the Sambisa forest, are they responsible for that? Are they the ones killing us there? No, sir. This is your making. This is your making. You are actually worse than Boko Haram. To call you Boko Haram will be an insult to Boko Haram. You are demonic. I don't know where God gets you from. And this action, until we say it loud, I was on the flight. I was flying with Qatar Airways, and I fly to Doha. No, actually, my flight was through, this stupid Turkish airline. I went to Turkey, and they flew me from Turkey to Doha. From Doha, what a journey. I can't tell that story. And on my way back, what did they do me for that Turkish airline? I'm coming to them one day. But anyway, and I saw this set of Nigerians. They were coming from UK. They went on medical treatment here. The man is free. He should be dead. And I was just calculating. I was asking him, sir, how much did it cost you? When the man said how much it cost him, I was just, he didn't know why I was asking. I was just sorry, sir. You raise the money. Oh, God has helped you. He said his donation was some of people from his friends and stuff like that. I said, may God continue to help you. You know, fella said it. Whether you like or you don't like, after you hear this little talk, if you like, if you don't like, you act. If you like, you go die. If you go die for nothing. You see, if you don't act, you go see die. You go die for nothing. Because the hospitals in your land is equal to a death trap. And then you see the people that support, the money that's supposed to go into those hospitals, some few people are using it to treat themselves. That's why the Buhari died here. It's an example. Do you ask yourself how much we spend on Buhari? For those of you who want to be patriotic Nigerians, do you know the meaning of patriotism? Many people come on media now and said, oh, it's time to be patriotic. It's time to chase the foreigners away. I don't know who is the foreigner. Is Donald Trump a foreigner? Who is a foreigner? Donald Trump that is interested to come and help you, or your leader who carries his child and his family abroad, who is a foreigner in Nigeria? I don't know why they talk about foreign. Stupid. Nigeria, I'm trying to get it. Are you stupid? Is Donald Trump the foreigner or your baba when they go abroad for treatment? I've only mentioned 2 places. From the money we spend on education and they spend on healthcare, if that money is plunged into the system, our education system will be standard. Our health sector will be safe, and at least we will have a life. Those 2 actions alone, it has killed more people than Boko Haram. What I'm doing this today is I'm diagnosing it so that Donald Trump can understand where we are. That our problem is not, let me repeat it, our problem, sir, is not the young people in the bush. They are disoriented. Those are lost souls. Those people have been deceived. Our true Boko Haram, the true Boko Haram we are worried about are those people who are actually looting our treasury. Those people who say Nigeria is not good for them. Yeah, they use our money to go and buy houses abroad. If they tell you how much Nigeria own outside the country, and we are borrowing our same money, and we pay interest on our money. The money we borrow is our money stolen. And now we're going to borrow this money and we're paying interest on our money. And that's the country we belong. And that is the place where you're telling me to go and fight one Boko Haram in the bush. How can I not know a victim? You tell me today, what I said now will annoy many of you. Those people in the Sambisa forest, they are victims. They are victims of the system as much as you are. Sad, but that is the truth. We are all victims of a system caused by our own people. The last time I come on the show and I talk about who are the slave traders. Where are the slave and the slave traders? I was very clear. I was sincere with every single one of you when I identified the slave traders in Nigeria. It is sad, it is annoying, but we have slave traders. I use the word to, again, analyze this whole concept I've been talking about today. I can't do more than this. All I can do is beg you and to say that maybe it is time to try and actually try and understand the narrative in a more beautiful context. We can only do that if we choose, if we clean ourselves of this system. I want to repeat this. I don't recognize these guys as Muslims. I do not recognize them as Christians. I recognize them as Boko Haram. In fact, worse than Boko Haram. So calling them Boko Haram will be an insult to Boko Haram. Boko Haram are people with some integrity. These people have none. You steal your own people's money. You use the whole money that the whole people would have used for school. You use it to send only your child abroad. Your wife is abroad. And you see, look at the house you bought abroad. With which money, sir? Is it your money? In fact, and all of them, now look at them, they look like some rats. Is Dangote not richer than every one of you? How many houses has Dangote got abroad? Ask the man. What Dangote is doing, Dangote is actually going to invest and bring the money home. He's not investing in Switzerland, in Zimbabwe. He has already set up an investment in Ethiopia. And the man is not thinking as an African. But what do? You loot the money, bring it to Europe. They don't need your money. You need the money to come and buy a big house in England. You won't stay there. Come on, man, you're a stupid man. You're worse than Boko Haram. If Trump wants to help us, I am clear, sir. These are the true Boko Haram in Nigeria. These are the people you need to chase, sir. And you can do this in two ways. Made a very simple statement. Let me make it clear. And I'm going to say these three things and go. Come out, Donald Trump, and say, anybody that have his family abroad, studying abroad, and is serving in Nigerian state should resign today. Now, you are coming after them. You will see, if you can do that thing for us now, Nigeria will be restored. And you say, if you know you have a house abroad that you bought with illicit money, sell it now and take the money back. Otherwise, all will be seized. Now. If you just do those two things, and if you say, if I ever catch you, carry your money abroad again, we will keep you here forever. If you do that for us, Nigeria's life, our life are safe. Boko Haram can't even kill us again. Then number two, so that we can also contribute to it in our own way, so that we don't make a mistake again. Help us have a free and fair elections. Made it clear to Tinubu, draw in here. Say, Tinubu, if you attempt to ring the next election, you have me to deal with. Donald Trump, all you need to say to them is, even them, Peter, all of them, anybody that is going to contest, hey, you Atiko, if I hear you instigating people in stupidity other than your manifestos, you say one stupid thing, like that little man Aerofy, he will have you to deal with. Nigeria problem is solved. We don't need more. We don't need this military. Because military will come and go. It will only kill some few people. But the true Boko Haram are the one that is going to actually help you. They're going to identify the poor people. The people in the bush are poor. They are poor, sir. The true criminals are among us. We know them. If you come here, I will identify some of them for you. I will point them one by one. They are in our midst. Thank you very much, people, for joining me. My name is Daddy Kris, and this is State of the Nation. I want to stop here today. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'll do with this, but this topic is not over. It's not over. But I've just said 3 things for Donald Trump to help us with. 1, identify those who are in government who have sent in our children, because if you imagine how much that is being spent in education, in healthcare, and particularly about those 2, if your children are abroad or you are taking treatment abroad, resign today. If you want to study abroad, resign today. If you say Nigerian system is not good, then you don't need to work in Nigeria. Come and work abroad and save your money and work money and educate you. You know it, be idiot. Can you work and pay for school fees in England? Come now. You know, you push everybody now everywhere. Now people are running through the forest, through the bush, trying to come to Europe. All you're making, Mr. Boko Haram, you're blaming some poor people in the Sambisa forest that they are the Boko Haram. You are the Boko Haram. And that's what I'm saying to President Trump today, that we have the Boko Haram in our midst. It will help us identify and deal with them. Number 2, after forcing those people to resign, you should seize all the money abroad and take it home, so that we have enough money to invest. Sir. We need to go into farming. And I want to talk to them tomorrow. For those of you that call yourself Christians and Muslims, at least you copy from the main Christendom. When you go to Israel, for those of you who are Christians, how do they feed themselves? Israel have the best mechanized farming in the world. They are not praying to God 24/7 for God to go and bring food from heaven. It's you, the pastor, that will deceive people that God is going to manufacture one thing that is not there. In fact, you are worse than Boko Haram. Go to Israel. They have the best. In fact, when I took at the new farming system in Israel, in fact, the artificial irrigation, the AI irrigation system, that is the one that even tripped me most. That the right quantity of water is what is going to drop on the soil for the plant to grow. How will those plants not flourish? And they're not waiting to pluck things anymore. They are mechanized things now, way of plucking things. Come on, man. Have mercy now has made simple. You are there telling people to pray to God. You are insulting God. You are bringing God to dispute. God has given us the power to do things on earth. He's not coming down here to do it for us. You are a madman. You're preaching nonsense in church and you are deceiving the people. That is, you are worse than Boko Haram. Let me stop now. I need to stop. Thank you very much for joining me, because if I continue, I'm going to offend more people. And that's why I end the show today. My name is Daddy Kris, and this is State of the Nation. I'll be here again tomorrow. I'll bring you another dimension. If the day I stop and I talk about the Christians, everybody's mad. But you know the truth. You Muslim man, you know the truth. On Friday, you have people doing, oh, la, la, la. Where's your farm? And you know what's so sad? This land is blessed. This land is the land they're talking about. This is the blessing of Abraham. A land flowing with milk and honey. A land flowing with milk and honey. And what we have to show to God is tell God, oh, we are praying to you. God is going to look at you as you are idiots. Chinese will continue to grow in the sight of God, and God will continue to bless them because they are walking. Because you know the truth. I told you today, learn the Bible, learn your Quran very well. There are 2 instructions in every holy book. 2 instructions of God. Be human. When I say be human, love your neighbor as yourself. That is why I love the Chinese. They're able to put them together. They form the Republic of China. That element of communism, community, I love it. The number 2, because that's why he said, if you read the Bible, Jesus Christ summarizes it, love your neighbor as yourself, which is the same word, humanity, which is what we are trying to establish in the United Nations. And number 2, commandment of God is create. Because in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth, and he created man. After creating man, he rested. He now expects man to do the remaining creation. That is why God is not reproducing. It's me and my wife that will make up the next baby. Is it God that's going to give the next baby on earth? You stupid man. God has given you the power to create. If you're not creating, you are offending God. Those are 2 commandments. God don't joke with it. Are you creating in Africa? Are you creating in Nigeria? Chinese are creating. So Chinese not going to go to heaven. Now you will go to heaven. You're a stupid man. That's why I end the show. My name is Daddy Kris. For those that have ears, let them hear. I know I must have offended very many people. That's my job. That's what I do. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance.
That is either we reform the judiciary, which is allow INEC to be under the judiciary, or we need a world police to police us.
Okay. Daddy Kris is safe.
Because the activities of our politicians is